Captain's Log, Supplemental. We have transported the survivors of AS-359 to Starbase K-47. Too bad we couldn't enjoy Commissioner Ferry's hospitality. Doctor, sometimes your hedonism borders on dereliction of duty. Sometimes what? Actually, most of the time. Gentlemen, I'm sure we all enjoyed a very short leave. I did not. Yes, you did. I never left the breach. Exactly my point. Captain, incoming transmission from Commodore Burnett. On screen. Jim, I'm sorry I had to recall your ship this early. Your report on AS-359 is causing concerns at Starfleet headquarters. We need to learn more about the scale wars. We need to discover what scale is and what 1 in 6 and 1 in 12 mean. For this reason, I have suspended your 5-year mission and reassigned the Enterprise to Special Operations. You are to take whatever measure is necessary to discover everything about the scale conflict. All directive can be suspended. Jim, I did not take this decision lightly, but the survivor of the Federation could be at stake. Good luck. Burnett out. We are witness to Yamatos with different dimension but exact proportions. It's probable that scale refers to size. 1 in 6 and 1 in 12 could indicate a magnification or a reduction factor. Yes, but neither Yamatos were 12 nor 6 times smaller than us. And clearly were not larger than the Enterprise. You are both assuming that Playmobil is the reference of scale, but since we never encountered anything like this, it's logical to assume that their system is based on something else. I have analyzed the subspace interference around the battle at AS-359. There is a group of traces that converges to a location near the Aethor system. Eternia. Isn't that the legendary center of the universe? According to the legend in our databanks. Nonsense! Those were just old stories to entertain the children. Legends aside, Mr. Scott, I suggest we start our investigation there. Chekhov, plot a course for the Aethor system. Mr. Scott, prepare to push the engine. We need to get there fast. Captain's Log, Special Stardate 0. We are embarking on a demanding and possibly dangerous mission, in hope that we can understand the scale conflict before we are drawn into it.
Observations with Robert Meyer Burnett.
Well, greetings, imagination connoisseurs. Once again, it is I, your Duke of Dope Discourse, your master of fun and wonder, your viceroy of verisimilitude, and whatever other monikers you want to throw my way. I'm happy to accept them. Just send me some artwork so I can add them to the opening credits. It's Robert Meyer Burnett coming at you with the first fully articulated of 2022. And it wouldn't be a show without my favorite Yorkshire man, your favorite Yorkshire man. I'm sure in Yorkshire they sing songs of the man you're about to meet. Once again, Hot Toys himself, as welcome to the first fully articulated of 2022. How are you, good sir? How do you feel about the new year? How was your holiday season? Tell me everything.
Oh, it was great. Yeah, I had some much needed time off. I don't know the last time I legitimately took some time off from YouTube, maybe a couple of days, but so it was nice to take like a substantial period and just do a couple of streams here and there, and it really helped recharge the batteries and and focus the mind. And it was wonderful seeing friends and family at Christmas and having some fun with them and feeling like the world was a normal place for a bit.
You look refreshed. You look sexier than ever. Obviously, this time away has done well to you, or done well for you.
You know, you're only human. But yes, and that Martino Simone Star Trek Playmobil skit was wonderful. Not Wolf 359.
As 359.
Yeah.
I wanted to.
I'm the danger zone, baby. I'm the danger zone.
I want to once again, Martino Simone over the holidays. He, of course, once again, he'd purchased us each one of those Enterprises, but he also purchased us the James Bond DB5 Aston Martin from Goldfinger and the Playmobil Aston Martin. Now the Playmobil 18 van.
Oh
I actually have my Aston Martin. I opened it up and I have it. It's on my bedstand next to my bed.
Nice.
So thank you, Martino. I just want to say that the craziness of the scale wars have begun. That was Martino's first salvo to open those up. I have people sending me pictures. Now, this was something we just made up on the show, on the spot. People want to know what the scale wars are. Well, it's just a fun thing we're going to do on this show for the duration of 2022, where fans, foes, friends, lovers of toys, I want you to send us your pictures of your action figures, of whatever it is you want to send us, and we're going to pit, because Mr. Manowar, the neighbor of the beast, is here, because he's always bitching about how we don't. We're exclusionary on this channel. We are scalists. We discriminate against scale, and it's unfair. And I decide that we're going to throw it out to you. Which scale of toy do you prefer? I mean, Martino's sort of neutral with Playmobil because that's unto itself. For you Lego supporters, Legos are unto themselves as well. Their scales are all over the place. But I'm willing to allow it if you want to make Lego part of it. The whole point is to send us creative photographs of your photos of both your 6 scale and your 12 scale action figures. But you have to pick a side. None of this namby-pamby walking a tightrope between either side. You need to pick a side. Hey, if you want to pick the Playmobil side and the Lego side, that's fine. But when it comes to the scale wars, this is a 6 scale conflict with the 12 scale people. I don't know what you call them. I'll call them people. So what I need you to do is send me your photographs.
Barely.
And we're going to vote starting in 2 weeks, I guess. We could do it on an Asda show if he wants, but I don't want to speak for him because this is my fakakta ridiculous thing I came up with. So we're going to...
Well, having seen that Martino Simone Star Trek, I'm thinking of creating a little skit for next week.
Oh, I think that, maybe we should open with Playmobil skits.
I was kind of thinking the A-Team,
Oh, you know what? I don't want to say no more. Say no more.
Say no more. Say no more.
Say no more. As an example of what this could be, I wanted to read a letter. Now, I've got some great photographs to show that I'm going to hold off on because I have a way I'm going to present them. But this is just going to kick us off. This letter came from a longtime imagination connoisseur, member of this channel, viewer, Charlie the Unicorn.
Okay,
Writes in Charlie the Unicorn and says, I think I got to put these up. I'm going to do these in order the way he sent them to me. Here's the first. And let me give you a little what he wrote to me. On an adventure through the Outer Rim territories, Din Djarin and Grogu stumble upon a garbled audio recording emanating from the remote Anot sector, specifically the Hoth system. Upon entry within the system, the signal was quickly determined from orbit to be coming from a location on Hoth near the previously destroyed Rebellion, the Echo Base. Din Djarin then makes the decision that this is certainly odd since nothing is believed to be left from the base by either the Empire or the Rebellion. This could be something of great value, worthy of further investigation and exploration. Here is the second picture he sent me. Upon landing on an ice plain several kilometers from the previously mentioned destroyed Echo Base, it was quickly discovered that what the source of the transmission was was an Imperial probe droid. Unlike normal, the Imperial probe droid had not self-destructed, yielding potentially valuable information for the 1/12th scale Din Djarin and Grogu. Shockingly, upon discovery, the probe droid is still able to communicate via radio communications that it has data vital to the 1/12th scale victory in the Burnettwork realm. The 1/6 scale versus 12th scale wars. It knows where a large armada of Lego 1/12th scale capital vessels and personnel are currently marshalling, awaiting the call to arms to attack the 6th scale bastards. Grogu is then instructed by Din Djarin to try and free the Imperial probe droid for further investigation and salvage. Here's the third picture. And I guess Grogu is trying to get him out of there. What can I say? Meanwhile, Din Djarin knows every 1/12th scale ally is valuable and will continue his search in the Outer Rim territories to find more allies to assure the ultimate 12th scale victory against the 6th scale bastards. These photos were done by Charlie the Unicorn. He used a Samsung Galaxy S10 as his camera, and his location, his backyard near Seattle. So there you go. Here's the first salvo. I mean, if this is what we're going to get every week, I'm all for it. I'm here for it, buddy.
Well, I mean, I have some confusion here because this is wonderful. And yet speaks of a 1 in 12 victory using 1 in 6.
No, wait, I think these are 12th scale figures.
Are they?
Oh, yeah.
They all 12 scale?
Yeah. I think these are 12 scale figures. Yeah, these are 12 scale figures. And I really don't like how Charlie the Unicorn is besmirching
Charlie
our beloved 6 scale figures.
Well, I mean, this is a war, not a battle. Okay. And that's 112. I mean, that actually legit look 1/6, I have to say. So that is great. Those pictures were fantastic. That's what we want to see, people.
By the way, real
that
snow.
Sort of creativity. Yeah, real so legit.
Oh, there's
legit snow.
I've got some pictures that you're not going to believe that people have sent in, but I'm going to save those.
Ooh.
By the way, Stubble McShave sends in a tip and says, "Are there any Snake Plissken figures? It's been a quarter of a century since Kurt escaped from New York in the far-off future of 1997. There are numerous Snake Plissken figures. Of course, I have a 1/6 scale figure sideshow made, and it's funny because Snake Plissken's one of the generals of the forces of the 12th scale rebellion, the resistance, the destroyers. I have a 6 scale Snake Plissken. So, anyway, so let me ask you this: what's the status of your figure collection since I saw you last?
Fucking. It's expanded. Quite substantially. Quite a few things. They must be emptying the ships because I am getting literally emails every couple of days from Sideshow or from Toys Wonderland saying, "We've shipped this, we've shipped that. This is clear customs. This is clear this." And so yeah, I've got multiple things have arrived. I've probably had I mean, there's still some downstairs I haven't brought up yet, but at least 10, I would say, new figures have arrived. And I still haven't got things like, because Sideshow haven't released them yet, the Golden Wonder Woman, Batgirl, things which are now come out, Tony Stark from Endgame, things which have come out in Hong Kong, but are obviously stuck on ships in harbors as they get through the backlog. So yes, I've got quite a few things to show off. I want to show off a couple of tiny things first, if that is okay, ladies. Don't
are
get
you
too
kidding?
disappointed. Yeah, I want to show off a couple of. It's cold. Look at this from Daft Toys.
What is that?
Look at this from Daft Toys. Let me open it up for you.
Is that an outfit?
This might be an outfit. This might be the Bruce Wayne outfit.
Oh, look at that.
So the Bruce Wayne suit is here with a jacket, shirt, tie, overcoat, trousers, hopefully booties as well.
Are you going to use your Justice League Bruce Wayne head?
Yeah, I'm going to buy a Fison body, use my Justice League Bruce Wayne's head, convert this into a Bruce Wayne figure. So there you go. You know, so I can do that for the cost of that and the cost of the Fison, which is about $70. What's in the box?
What is it? Is that it, dude? Is Gwyneth Paltrow's head in there?
What's in the box? Well, there is a head in here, yes.
That's what she said.
I wish. Quite stressed right now. So if I open it up and pop out the head, we have an Ezra Miller Flash.
Oh my God, that is a great head sculpt. Look at that.
And that is magnetized just like the figure. So this literally is just going to pop on top of your Flash figure.
Wow.
And it's broken.
Anymore.
And
There
it's
goes.
dead. And its nose is all smashed. And I just refreshed. It landed on F5 and refreshed everything.
The
So
Uber
yeah,
Geeks. That's a great figure. But the Uber Geek says, you want to show off some tiny things as Nina would not approve.
Wow, no, she would not. Nina doesn't like tiny things. She says
She's a
that
size queen.
Yeah, she says.
Does she like third
disappoints
scale?
women. She likes one in thick.
Oh. Well, yeah.
So that's just a couple little tiny things, but I actually have behind me the box, which you can see, which I will just grab momentarily, because these are all getting. There is two massive buckets, plastic buckets of Hot Toys at the moment, as things are being reorganized. This is the Magician from Goblin Slayer, third party. And this is magnetized around here because the front, this converts into a
I love
backdrop.
that. I love that.
I love when they do that. Yeah, nice thick backdrop, which will stand up. And then if I just pop open here, this.
I know you got to take in that smell. Take
I
in
know,
that
it just
smell.
Smells so good.
By the way, my moderator Josh Levesque just sent in a hot dog. The first hot dog of 2022.
Hot dog.
Ooh, look at that! You could do some musical theater. Now,
Oh yeah. So that's a body. There's the head. Change of arms. There's her shoes on the other underneath. You've got the hat, the witch's hat for her, and this is a great. So this and there's another. They've put up for pre-order another figure, third party that's from Goblin Slayer. So I'm starting slowly but surely to accumulate whatever. Hopefully, they're going to do for Goblin Slayer, which will, fingers crossed, end with Goblin Slayer coming out. This bad boy I've shown off for the last few days, but I cannot get over this. I can't. This is just like breathtaking. The Iron Patriot is insanity.
I know.
Absolute rocking insanity. It is chonk. This is like die cast almost through
One of my
and through.
most eagerly awaited figures, dude.
Oh, and took some pics, put them up on Instagram. Follow my Instagram because I am really.
What is your Instagram, sir? What is it?
Heel_versus, which is VS_babyface. On the back here, a couple of guns which are magnetized in. They actually come out.
Look at that.
They are magnetized in. I've got the rockets out. I've got the railgun. This is actually, they've got the railgun out as well, which at the back here, I don't know if you can see, but at the back there, it actually has like two massive ribbons of ammunition. The head is outstanding. I've lit the whole thing up. Everything, the batteries are in the whole thing. I've done a couple of pictures, like I said, which are up on the Instagram. And this mesmerizes me. This is so beautifully crafted. Just little bits of movement hither and thither so you can articulate little things which come out again, so you can articulate left to right, side to side. And this is, I mean, yes, this is an expensive piece of kit, but my God, I feel like I've absolutely got my money's worth with this, because it is insane, and the amount of articulation on it is incredible. And this comes, thankfully, I wish all of them would. This comes with a proper large base.
Yeah, look at that cool base.
Proper large base, not one of the small ones which the others have come with. This is what it needs, a big base, so you can get a good pose on the boy. But holy Toledo. I mean, I can just lift it. Hold on, I can just quickly let me just take that off there and flip the switch. I can find the switch, ladies. Oh my God, it's like first time in bed again. Oh, there we go. That's where it is.
I just love that figure.
That's where the switch is.
One of my most eagerly awaited Hot Toys figures.
Back on, please. Magnetized. That's magnetized at the top as well. That top bit. Look at those eyes, man.
What a beauty.
So the chest lights up, which lights up these rims, which lights up these little side light, arc reactor light. These at the side, these round things at the side, they all light up. Legs light up. It's the arms light up. Sorry, so you can get the going. It's an incredible, absolutely incredible piece of kit. This and oh, I didn't think I'd have this reaction to it. Don't worry, I threw the Don Cheadle head away.
That was a great head sculpt, though.
It's a great head sculpt, yeah, but he got thrown away for throwing all his colleagues under the bus. So yeah, that is one heck of a. But not to be outdone, this arrived yesterday. I showed off the box. I did a little photo of the box, but hello. Look at
that.
Look at you, man. This is insane. Absolutely. And I tell you what, it smells good. This is like the sort of not sticky plastic, but it kind of feels like, you know how it's kind of got that rubbery feel to it.
Oh yeah, bruh. Totally.
It sort of feels as if it can morph. How Venom actually morphs. And this is 15 inches. I mean, if you want 15 inches from me, we've got to do it 3 times. But I mean, this is
well done, sir.
I think it is quite. Yeah, I'm quite proud of that joke. Interchangeable tongues, which are all magnetized.
Ladies.
Head magnetized, so you can really, pop up a pose wherever you want to pop up a pose. I really do prefer, by the way, the magnetized heads. The joints are pretty difficult to change. I changed the hands to the grabby hands. And it took a while to get them on, I have to confess. But once they're on, they do look absolutely great. But man, this was so good. I went and pulled the trigger on the Carnage when I
yeah, total. I'm right there with you.
So yeah, I mean, I hadn't before. I'm not going to pull the trigger on the Venom from Carnage because why? There's this,
Right.
Yep. So yeah, I don't feel as if you're going to get too much out of getting the other Venom. But yeah, getting the Carnage to go with this. And these are posable. All these things at the back, they are wired and posable. So you can pose these how you want. So I've just put them in just a typical kind of pose right now, but you can do what you want with those, and they are fixed to the back. There's 3 holes in the back, which they fit into, and they you can, if you want, just take them off, and then there's three little pieces that you get with Venom, which you can just cut off the back. So the back is just not the symbiote's not sort of sprouting from them. But holy cow, this is, again, the box is amazing. apart from the inner box, which fell apart.
Yeah, it's
Was
so heavy,
not
probably.
glued.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was. Well, the glue just couldn't handle it, and I opened up the inner box, and it just fell to pieces. But I mean, that's a minor thing because what's that going to do at the end of the day? Not a lot. So to have this is, oh my lord, I love it. I love it. I thought this was a stupid film. There was a lot of fun though. I have to stress that a stupid film, daft as a brush. I enjoyed it a lot. From what I've heard of the second one, I'll wait till Netflix. But the figure is immense, and will just be great to pose. Oh, I mean, I can't wait to start posing some of these things. And then just two more I'd like to show off. Just two more, and then we can get into the meat and potatoes of what we're gonna do. I thought she was lost in the post, but she arrived yesterday. Captain Catherine Janeway. Of course, I'm getting her with her coffee cup.
That's exactly how yeah. Now let me ask you. No, I cheated on you, Az.
Yeah?
I cheated on you. I did a fully articulated with a friend of mine that works for
I know.
1-6 Mafia.
I know.
Okay.
I know.
I just want to admit it. Okay.
I didn't say anything. I thought if Rob wants to say anything to me, he can.
I cheated on you. But the only reason I did is because 1-6 Mafia, he's doing work for X06, and I figured I'm such an X06 fan, I wanted to promote their brand, and I want to have 1-6 Mafia come on and talk about X06, also because he's been making sure I get my X06 figures, So
Yeah. Well, I mean, I gotta say that the boiler suit uniform is exceptional on this,
dude.
My
X06 not the tailoring is exquisite on these figures.
When it was on my Picard, my data is slightly off. The collar slightly pulls to one side.
That was their first figure. I'm not trying to, but it was their,
The Picard doesn't. That was just perfect. This is beautiful. I mean, the tailoring on it, the fit of it is insane.
Yep.
Literally, I mean, I know this is where sorry folks, this is where I get proper nerdy, but just seeing the way that it comes in on the hips with the elastication,
dude,
as it does in the show, is exceptional. The drop on the boots,
bruh,
is perfect. The way that it goes around the shoulder and around the neck is like millimeter perfect. You don't get it doesn't ride up against the pips. It doesn't ride up against the gray. And this is Janeway, and Janeway always zipped just slightly below the line of the red. And this has been just perfectly simulated here as well. So, I mean, outstanding figure. Well, outstanding.
Look, I have to say, I mean, I give credit where credit is due. X06 might be one of my very favorite Star Trek licensees ever, because I've dreamt of having high-end action figures. And while, I thought the data was good, the Picard was outstanding, and even the way the inner vest was packaged. The people that are at X06, that company completely understands exactly what not only what high-end collectors want, but they absolutely understand the franchise. And I have to say, I don't want to necessarily sing their praises to high heaven because, well, I will. They're a fantastic company. What they're doing is the Lord's work, or V'ger's work, or whatever God you want to pray to. I tend to pray to V'ger. But amazing stuff. And behind you, I noticed, I haven't got mine yet, but I've heard it's on the way. The EMH, the emergency medical. Like, dude, I never thought I'd be excited about an emergency medical hologram figure.
Sorry, somebody's just coming in on my ear now. Please state the nature of the medical emergency.
Dude.
You mean The man with the mobile emitter attached.
Dude,
The EMH arrived before Janeway, believe it or not. Even though Janeway was shipped about 3 weeks apparently before the EMH, the EMH arrived the day before Janeway did, and again, it's just a masterpiece of tailoring.
dude, look at how
the
good.
outfit.
Look at how good that
color.
outfit looks. My
Yeah, I mean the
God.
color of the medical is just it's perfect. It's literally pigment perfect. Again, the way that it just fits the figure, fits the EMH is just it hugs it in all the right ways. The Doctor, of course, because he was a program. Programs, of course, were created to be specific. So his does go up. He zipped up right to the line, which was the intended way to wear the uniform. Of course, everyone had an artistic license with that in the show, but that's the intended way to wear the uniform. And so this is beautiful. The head sculpt, not what I would call perfect.
It's pretty good though. It's
not bad. It's not bad. There's just a smidgen. Just a smidgen. Maybe it's the pose of the face, because I saw that. I think on the box he's kind of a bit more pensive, and I thought, oh, that pose would have been perfect. Or if they had that as a different profile, then that would have been absolutely perfect. But I'm not in any way, shape, or form dissing it, because I still think it's pretty damn good.
You can tell it is. I mean, maybe there's a little Johnny Cab from Total Recall.
Yes, yeah. That's what I couldn't quite put my finger on. Yeah, there's a little bit of Johnny Cab there. Yeah,
but it's still. I mean, look. But the thing is, it's completely recognizable. You know exactly it's Robert Picardo.
Oh yeah. Without, I mean, the hair's great. As somebody who's follically challenged, that's perfect. I mean, unfortunately, I still have hair on the top of my head, so I can't grow my hair out. Otherwise, it looks stupid, as I did at Christmas for a laugh for people in the Batwoman video. But yeah, I mean, every like this is a 9 out of 10. Janeway's a 10 out of 10.
It's so good.
It's so good. But well, no buts. I'm just sort of just bring them on. Just bring them all on, please. Just bring out the crews.
Well, as we heard from 1-6 Mafia, he was saying potentially 14 figures in 2022.
Yeah.
And can I,
I'll be up for that.
I do want to say, I would like to once again give a shout out to X06, because not only do they put up figures for pre-order, but we have them in hand within 2 or 3 months, and this is like an incredible, an unbelievable. We're not used to this, and between third-party figures just crushing it and everything else that's happening, I mean, we're living through a great time. X06 is leading the way. I hope they can keep it up. I've seen some pictures of things they have coming out, and let me just tell you, every time I see a picture from X06, I have to change my underwear, if you know what I'm saying. So well,
I haven't seen that.
Well, I have to tell you, 6 Scale Mafia says he sends in a super chat. He says Rob's EMH is on the way, as we should talk.
Oh, we should talk.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
We should talk.
We should talk. We should talk.
We should talk.
Now, as am I wrong to assume that we like Hot Toys figures?
Hot Toys are 1 in 6s. I mean, are we talking company, or are we talking 1 in 6?
I'm talking Hot Toys specifically.
Okay, I love my Hot Toys. Yeah,
we love our 6 scale figures. I mean, third party.
I love my X06s as well. I think right now it's Hot Toys, X06, so.
Yeah,
that's where I kind of have my scale right now on.
Yeah, in terms of companies, my God, and so Toys. Can we talk about? I can't wait to get Herman, You know, I got my Nightwing. I mean, So Toys crushed it last year. Crushed it.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, they're putting out the Kingpin. And you know what's great?
Yes.
They've got their Gambit,
one,
Gambit figure. You know what I love about So Toys? As they add different layers, So Toys is right there, and they keep adding to their figures. Like if Marvel does a show, and they like give the Kingpin a Hawaiian shirt, So Toys is like, we will include that in the figure, which is fantastic.
Yes. Yeah. They're adaptable.
Adaptable.
And that's what you like in a company. I mean, yeah. I've just been really surprised last year. I mean, the So Toys Arrow figure was incredible.
Incredible. Green
Vigilante was absolutely incredible. They have put out the Robin was great. The Air was fantastic. The Nightwing looked superb. Yeah, I mean, we're spoiled. We are spoiled right now with just an incredible plethora of options as regards to your favorite IP. Oh, I can see your Enterprises over there.
Oh, that's my Master Replicas Enterprise.
Oh, okay.
Have you ever seen that?
No, I want to.
Well, hang on.
I want to touch it like you just touched it.
Well, I have to. It's hard to. Hang on.
It's hard for me too, just looking at it.
This is a one.
Jeez.
Now this lights up, but it's not plugged in. This is a 1/350th scale Master Replicas Enterprise. I bought this about 15 years ago, I think, along with the pieces I have behind me, the tricorder. This company doesn't really exist anymore, but it all lights up. This is the exact same scale that the Round 2 model kit is. So if you buy the Round 2 model, it's 1/350th scale. You can see like how big it is. Here's my hand.
Oh, that is so beautiful. Makes me appreciate my Playmobil one now even more.
Yeah, I mean, and this is beautiful. I mean, the model kit, you know, they make these. You can actually buy. It's hard to get now, but they make a like this was ridiculously expensive, but you can buy, but it all lights up. It's not plugged in. But this Gene Roddenberry had one this size. It's about 3 feet long. But the 1/350th scale model, they make it really easy to if you want to build it, you can. They hang on. Let me put this back down just if I can get this. There we go. Hold on. There we go. So they just made a new version of that kit. And the kit comes, it has all the different parts because you can make it the pilot version, the regular series version, or the mirror universe version. You can buy a lighting kit. So, you know, and it's not that hard to make as a model. It's not tough. But anyway, so yes, so where was I? You distracted me. Dude, every time I put my hands on the hull of my Enterprise, you have to understand I have to go change my underwear. So
I do understand.
I'm going to stew in my juices now.
That is a piece of beauty, but an absolute creature of delicate curves and. You were asking me if I specifically liked Hot Toys, and yes, very much so.
Well, as we do, I figured I'd love to go through with you if I can, if I may. Hot Toys, upcoming releases, and I would love to hear you opine on Hot Toys, if I may. You know, I don't want to.
It'd be a pleasure.
You know, I don't want to impose on you or anything. I'm
just gonna top up my water because I have a feeling that my mouth's gonna get dry, and I don't mean through talking. I mean through, you know.
Okay. So we're gonna look at Hot Toys. They have so much stuff coming out, and for those of you who don't know, I mean, this is the time when I suggest you put your wallets away. You know, or you either I was gonna say you put your wallets away, or The answer is always yes. You're going to think to yourself, do I want that? And the answer is always, what is it?
Yes.
Yes, it's always yes.
Hold on. I'll do a flex. Well, not a flex thing. I've just got a couple. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
What is that? Is that Monopoly money? What is that?
No, these are British £10 notes.
Is that quid? What
These
is
are
that?
10 quid. They're 10 quid each.
10 quid each.
Yeah, so I don't know. 10, 20.
You can't get any Hot Toys figures for that, dude.
50, 60, 70, 80. No, there's only like 120 quid there.
Yeah, there's nothing. You can't buy anything with that.
No, there's no.
You might be able to pick up that Fison body for your
deposits down. I
Yeah,
can put some
that's about
deposits down. Yeah.
That's about it, bro. Wow, Joshua Levesque says, gotta get lubricated. Josh is getting spicy in his 2022. Wow, Josh. Whoa. Okay, so first of all, we're going to go through Hot Toys 2022 and 2023 release schedule. A little bit.
Oh, okay.
All right? You ready?
Yeah.
You ready?
Yeah.
Bam. Okay, there we go. We've got right here, we've got Ahsoka Tano.
Okay.
Two different releases. We've got both of them
you.
are right up there. You can't. Oh, right. You can't. You'll be able to see them in a second.
Yeah.
You're waiting for that. Hang on. You know what? I don't want to freeze up, but maybe I can give you.
Okay, here we go. I'm there now.
Okay, if you're not going to see me, I'm going to give you right now, if you can see on your screen, the live output is.
Yeah, that's so much better. Thank you.
So much better. Okay. So, first of all, we've got two different Ahsoka Tanos. We got the live-action Ahsoka, and we've got the Clone Wars Ahsoka. The Clone Wars could drop anytime. It could drop this week. It could drop tomorrow. So, we got two Ahsokas here. You've got Ahsoka Tano from the Clone Wars, and Hot Toys has done a great job with their Clone Wars figures. Obviously, you're building a clone army. I mean, I think that what the climax of the Scale Wars is going to have to be, you have to
my army's going to come in.
Yeah.
You're going to have to try and take out my 501st.
Yeah, and so you've been buying. So what do you think? So you got two Ahsokas here. You got actually three different choices. You got Ahsoka Tano on Grogu if you go for the deluxe version with the light. You don't go for that. That's going to come out in July or August of this year. And then you could go for the DX20, which is just Ahsoka. And that means DX. She's got. You don't want that? Nope. You want the Ahsoka Tano Clone Wars figure that's going to come out. It's going to drop at any minute. Okay, so that's your jam. All right.
That's my jam big time. I've got that on pre-order. I've had it on pre-order for a long time. Rex is in now. To have Ahsoka with Rex would be brilliant. And then we'll get to it later, no doubt. But Jessie's going to come out. Oh, God, I can't wait for Jessie to come out.
Jesse's girl. Okay. So we know now.
And then Commander Whatsmajiggy is also going to come out as well. And all 501st. My 501st is going to be so good.
All right, bro. So next, what we got next? We've got now. This is I'm really kind of digging this one. Anakin Skywalker. You've got the Clone Wars Anakin Skywalker, two different versions. You can get him alone, or you can get him with his stap. Dude, I love this figure. April or June of this year. Come on now. What do you think? You gonna get the stap? What are you gonna
do? I have Anakin on pre-order without stap. But
all right.
The price of the one without and the price of the one with are actually identical. So I'm gonna have a word with Sideshow and see if they can flip my order from a regular to a collector. So
yeah,
I get the stat. But yes, I have this on pre-order. This is a beautiful Anakin from the Clone Wars.
Beautiful, love it. It's funny. I've got that exact same figure from Sideshow. They released it years ago, but the head sculpt. You look at it now, you're like,
technology is advanced. It's just advanced. We've got so much great computer technology for scanning now. 3D technology. So
for those of you who don't know, Sideshow, Hot Toys. This is the Armorized Deadpool we're looking at. January of 2023, dude. What do you think? Armorized Deadpool? Not for you?
Not for me. Not for me. I can understand why people would go for it.
I pre-ordered this.
The Punisher one, but I just thought that looked so cool.
See, to me, you know what this is? I love my Japanese die-cast warrior robots, whether it's Gundam, whether it's Macross, so many others. Saint Seiya, Dougram, so many. I had to get this.
I fully understand, just not for me.
All right. Okay, we'll move forward. Look at this. Uh-oh. Look what we got. Figures dropping. Look.
Okay.
Hang on.
Bingo.
I
I just got bingo.
So the artillery stormtrooper
Yes.
from, again, The Mandalorian. Let me ask you, how many of these you ordered? Tell me just one. Come on.
I think it's one, possibly two, but I think it's one.
By the way, a beautiful new take on the stormtrooper coloring armor. Awesome, right?
Yeah, I like these little trims on the red trim with the flame one and the yellow trim for the artillery one.
Yeah.
Because I've had an email from Sideshow saying that we're going to charge you soon for your Stormtrooper Commander. I do have 7.
Wait, what?
Sorry?
What? What did you say?
What?
What, Elaine? What, Elaine? What'd you say?
I do have 7 of those on pre-order. One so I can have the commander and then just take off the commander's shoulder, and then I've got 6 stormtroopers.
Okay.
To go with
wait. I'm still. Let me. I'm still processing this. What? What's happening?
Okay. The artillery guy.
Okay.
Do you remember the episode with Boba Fett?
Hey, come on now.
I'm just saying. He was, Tamura was.
By the way, do you know in real life, Tamura Morrison is dating a woman 26 years younger than he is?
Good fucking boy.
That's what I'm saying. So come on now, no denture jokes, no fat jokes.
No, he's lost weight. He lost a lot of weight going into Mandalorian.
He's looking good.
He bought some dentures in the process. However, veneers, I said, not dentures. Anywho, in that episode, they had the artillery stormtrooper.
Yeah.
And then they had the commander with the orange shoulder.
Yeah.
To dictate sergeant. And then they had the stormtroopers. So what I've done is I've ordered 7 of the stormtrooper commanders. So all I have to do is just take the orange shoulder off, and then I have 6 regular stormtroopers that look how they all look, slightly distressed, but not like a remnant stormtrooper.
Okay, all right, nice. Okay.
So then you can create your little artillery guys with.
I think you're just you're laying down the gauntlet. I don't know if even Manowar 665, neighbor of the beast, will be able to combat the army that you are amassing.
I'm just saying that when you come to fight my army, you're fucked.
But my starships. Wait do you see the forces I'm mustering? Let me just tell you that December of 2022 is going to be a bloodbath. It'll be the culmination of. I don't think any 12th scale army can stand against either of us.
Well, I don't want to give people a spoiler alert, but it's called AS 359 for a reason. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I didn't know that Martino was going to call that, but that's where the battle will happen. AS 359 is where the scale wars culminate. I only know that because we've been given information that no one else has. Now, let me ask you, what about the assault tank commander, August of this year? What do you think?
I've got one of those because I've got 2 of the drivers on pre-order.
Sure, right.
So I've got 2 of the drivers to go with the commander, just like 2 of the shore troopers to go with the commander shore trooper as well. So they form their own small little detachments. I'm sounding like a 40k army here, but they form their own little detachments.
Now the Bat Pod, I have the Bat Pod, the original release. I've had my Selena Kyle figure, which is also getting re-released, but I have the original, which I love. What do you think? Bat Pod, something you were interested in? Do you have it?
Already purchased, just waiting for it to be delivered.
By the way, it's really good. It's basically just seems like a re-release of the original, which I already have. It's really, really good. Now here's obviously Batgirl. This is the Arkham. Hang on, let me make that Arkham Batgirl. first. That's already out. I'm waiting for mine.
Yeah, waiting for Sideshow to.
Now,
I'm waiting for Sideshow to take.
We're looking into. We're in Batman. Like, I have to tell you, I never thought I would say this. I can't. First of all, I can't wait to get. I've loved redheads my whole life, so I can't wait to get this. I love my Arkham Batman Beyond. I love my Arkham Terminator Deathstroke figure. Yeah, they're so good. These Arkham figures are so good. My redhead fetish, which has been with me for a long time, I had to get this figure. It's, Justin reviewed it. I can't wait. Did you order this?
Absolutely. That's one of my longest standing pre-orders.
I mean, we've been waiting for what, 2.5 years for this figure?
I think it's nearly 2. I've had it on order for nearly 2 years now.
And Justin's review is great. Looks great. Now the middle figure, Val Kilmer from Batman Forever. I never thought I'd be excited for a Batman Forever figure. Not the biggest fan of the film. It's a sonar suit. What do you think of this?
Yeah, the film's goofy, but I adored the costumes. I adored the Batman and Robin costumes in them. I thought they were great.
Bro, I did too.
I thought so yeah. I mean, this to me, if George Clooney's Batman was announced tomorrow, I'd snap it up in a heartbeat.
Yeah, I would too.
If they put up Chris O'Donnell's Red Robin / Nightwing / whatever that was meant to be, I'd snap that up in a heartbeat.
Well, we're gonna get the Batman Forever, Chris O'Donnell. I love this figure, and I think it's great. And then, of course,
I think the sonar suit was the first bat suit of the modern era of bat films that actually went for the black bat logo instead of the orange.
Agreed. Yep. And now,
I love the sonar suit. I think the sonar suit's great. It looks beautiful.
I have the original Dark Knight Rises DX figure. So for those of you who don't know, DX was Hot Toys' deluxe. They never said it was, but their DX figures come with more accessories, and they come with the purrs where you can take the back of the head off and move their eyes. Their eyes move. So I love my Dark Knight Rises figure, but this is even better, because technology has moved on. Are you going to get this DX-19?
Yes.
Okay, well, let's move on then. Let's see.
I got another bingo there.
So now here we are. More figures.
Bingo.
This now are Batman quarter scale.
Yes.
April, June of. By the way, we're now into 2023. For those of you who don't know, so if you pre-order a Hot Toys figure, April to June of 2023. I mean, we're 18 months from now. I could be dead. I could get hit by a bus.
No.
But if you want this, I don't want to be hit by a bus. But I'm saying you have to, if you want to pre-order or, this is, I got to tell you, bruh. I love my quarter scale Spider-Man figure. I love I've got probably I have 8 quarter scale figures, I think. Terminator. I've got Kamen Rider. I love quarter scale figures. I got to have this. Come on. But you already have one. What do you think?
I have this on pre-order. This to me is going to be such a companion piece for my Batman Begins 1 and 4.
Dude, come on now.
And it might even. I mean, it's going to out. I mean, the beauty of this one compared to the initial release is you do get extra little bits. You get the EMP cannon from the Dark Knight Rises. And little bits and bobs extra. I mean, and that base is beautiful.
Dude,
that he stood on.
Come on,
when you see that, I mean, we kind of went through that, but that base is just obscenely good. And so to have my Batman, because that Batman Begins 1 and 4, I mean, that's an altar for me. That's an altar where you just go and you just kneel and fucking pray to the.
You don't sacrifice versions though, because I don't want blood on your figures.
I don't sacrifice them.
Okay, all right. Because I don't want blood or any kind of anything near my figures.
No, it's in a case as well. He's in a case.
Oh, so well then you can, because blood can splash off and you can wipe it off. It's fine.
And he's just been stood there holding his Joker card like a boss.
Like a boss. Now, okay. So quarter scale. I mean, Hot Toys quarter scale figures. I mean, the Spider-Man quarter scale figure is one of my favorite action figures of all time. It's amazing. It's so good. So now we get the Batman Extreme suit from the Arkham Origins game. This figure, actually, I don't know why by the way, can I just say that I'm stealing this entire presentation from planetactionfigures.co.uk. I want to find
UK. How.uk. Come on, can we get it right?
co.uk.
Bloody Americans with their co.uk.
Well, no. I want to make sure that so people understand when they're writing it in. Americans are a little developmentally challenged. So I say co, so you can go, okay, co. No, I can't say co, because Americans are like, is that co? Is that COAH? I want to make sure it's COUK. Anyway, I give credit planetactionfigures.co.uk is where I am now stealing their content to put on this channel. So thank you for doing this, and God bless you all. But anyway, so what do you think? This Arkham Origins, I got to say, this might be the first Arkham Batman that I'm going to buy.
Ooh.
Because this is fucking bad, dude. Bruh.
From Arkham, you know?
No, I mean, pardon me. I should point it out. I've never bought an Arkham Batman. I've bought Batgirl and Batman Beyond, but that's Terry McGinnis.
Well, no, that's Bruce Wayne. He's just in a Terry McGinnis suit. It's a suit to wear.
Oh,
But I
know what I mean. You know what I mean.
I know. We're both pretending that's Terry McGinnis.
I know. It is, in my mind, it's Terry McGinnis.
Yeah,
I've always thought of it as.
Yeah.
That's why I bought it, because it's Terry McGinnis. I know.
I got the Prestige Batman as well. The Prestige Batman with the gold.
I didn't. But this suit, bruh.
And it's fucking foldy in here, which does my head in.
Dude, how cool is that suit? I mean.
That's great. That's him when he's fighting Mr. Freeze.
Yeah. Yep.
So that's his like cold temperature suit, and there's some wonderful little details on it, like woven into the fabric. You can see these like heat
so
sinks which are going through it. So
good.
You can work out in your brain, and there's a beautiful statue of this as well.
Yeah,
a Prime 1 statue, which if I had room, it's
true. Now here's the thing. I'm going to take a little divergent path right now. Mr. Torrance, Wendy, I'm home. Mr. Torrance says, "Hey Rob, no doubt this is off topic, but I've been wondering about Moon Knight's prospects in the MCU. Which, if any, already established characters would you like to see him interact with, and who is most likely? Thanks, and stay classy." Now, before I gotta stop you right there. Moon Knight is one of my favorite comic book characters ever. And I have a Moon Knight fetish. People know. The first screenplay I ever wrote was a Moon Knight screenplay in high school.
Okay.
Now, my favorite iteration of Moon Knight is the original Doug Mensch, Bill Sienkiewicz run in the early 80s. Moon Knight has been changed a lot. They've altered the character many, many times. But it was reported that maybe Werewolf by Night, another Marvel character, who was one of the first Marvel characters that Moon Knight interacted with ever, is maybe come to live action. If Werewolf by Night and Moon Knight appear on screen together, bro, I don't know if I might be on the floor with cardiac arrest. I mean, if I could see that in live action, I'm really excited about Oscar Isaac. I know that Hot Toys, look, there is going to be a time in 2022 when Hot Toys is going to announce they're making a Moon Knight figure. I never thought I'd live to see the day. But I want Moon Knight, and I want to see Werewolf by Night. I don't know what else is going to happen. Moon Knight doesn't have like a pantheon. You can't be like, well, Spider-Man and Daredevil have the Kingpin. Moon Knight doesn't really have... I mean, I would say Werewolf by Night is the first When someone says, "Well, who's his foil? Who's his?" It's to me, it's Bushman and Werewolf by Night. So, Now, what do you think, Az?
I know nothing about this character at all.
Good, then there we go. Let me just say, Mr. Torrance, I want to thank you for the question. Back at you, Az. What about the Batmobile? You gonna buy it?
It's already paid for.
Okay, there you go. By the way, I used to own. I had the first iteration of it. Amazing. Now here's.
I was gonna say, you talk about my Star Wars army. There was a huge Justice League with vehicles being assembled as well.
Well, I would say that now I think that we both can throw down a gauntlet in terms of 6th scale vehicles. And I think 2022, like I've got the Millennium Falcon, the 6th scale Millennium Falcon. I
have the Justice Mobile downstairs,
which has and you have many guns on that, don't you?
I do have the Justice upgrade, which comes with the 50 cal and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. I have the 1989 Batmobile 1 in 6 downstairs.
So do I, with its machine guns.
Yes, same. Yeah. I have the 66 on pre-order. Well, being pre-order because it's being made.
And since we're together, we're a fighting army. We're allies. The UK, the United States, in the 6th scale wars. We have 2 of those.
2 of those. I've got the Batman Forever 1 in 6 Batmobile on pre-order, and that's of course coming with Val Kilmer and Chris O'Donnell. I have the 1 in 6 89 Batwing on order. I have the 1 in 6 Batman v Superman Batwing on pre-order. The Bat computer's already paid off. The Bat Signal already paid off. Ladies. Snow Speeder 1 in 6. It's gonna be a bloodbath.
Okay, have you heard
bloodbath?
We heard that Jazz Inc. might be making a 1/6 TIE fighter. Bruh. Dude. The question is not if you will get it. The question is, how many will you get?
Yes, I'm thinking 2 already.
Because
2.
You gotta get. Well, you need 2, and then they have to make Darth Vader's TIE fighter. So you can hang.
That's the TIE Interceptor.
Yeah. Well, no. Vader's the TIE Interceptor was Jedi with the pointed wings.
Yeah,
that
pointed
was.
Wings, yeah.
But Vader's TIE fighter doesn't have. He's the enhanced. He doesn't have the pointed wings.
I thought he had the pointed wings.
No. That was the TIE Interceptor introduced in Jedi.
Ooh.
So you need. But by the way, dude, a TIE Interceptor too. Who cares? You get. So Hot Toys was going to do a 6th scale TIE fighter. They showed it.
Jedi. I know.
They didn't.
Okay, I RSVP to that. I RSVP.
Me too. I'm gonna go in. I don't know if you're gonna love this next one. I don't know if you're gonna dig it. But Black Widow. Look at this. ET October, December at the end of the year. So we got the Black Widow movie, but this is basically a reimagining of the Endgame Black Widow, which I love. I love this figure, I'll tell you that. And the Black Widow snowsuit, I love too. If you don't love the movie, I understand, but I love this suit. And then we've got the Blurg, the Mandalorian Blurg.
Yeah. It's well known. I do not like Black Widow at all. I think it's a terrible film. Doesn't mean I don't like the character. I love the character.
That's the thing. You can hate the movie but love the character. I don't love Batman Forever, but I'm buying those 2 figures.
Yeah, well, yeah, I fucking detested Black Widow. I thought it was a sack of garbage. But I love that Black Widow black suit. I do like it, and I am tempted for it. White suit, nah. And the blog, no.
All right. Moving on. Uh-oh. Look what we got. First of all, we got Bo-Katan. We got the Mandalorian. By the way, they this was supposed to be April, June 2022. As we all know, Hot Toys goosed the release and put out this 2-pack earlier.
It's dropped now.
It's out. It is out now, and now we know where Boba Fett got his gaffy stick. I don't know. We haven't talked about. This isn't a review show, so I don't know where you're at on Boba Fett. But I'm
out.
Okay, you're out. All right.
I was out after the first episode. I'm like, that's it. I'm done.
All I need to know but this is back to the Mandalorian collection. All 3 of these come from the Mandalorian. What do you feel?
Yeah.
How do you feel? What are you feeling?
Adore Katie Sackhoff. I think she's a wonderful gal.
Yeah.
And yes, Bo-Katan is absolutely on my list.
By the way, how great does that figure look? Come on.
It looks fantastic. I mean, to have a Katie Sackhoff figure is fantastic because she's awesome. She's absolutely awesome, and I followed her YouTube channel for a fair bit as well, and
she's great.
You know, she comes across as like all Hollywood. There's a little bit of me in there, but whatever. But she comes across as like a really nice person, and me like you a lot. The Boba Fett 2-pack, I got it on order.
Sweet, it looks great. And then the repaint,
no,
but
it will become clear very soon.
Oh, wait, hang on. Let me just. Oh, wait. We got the Boba Fett repaint armor and throne. Let me just weigh in.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't like to broadcast my fetishes online, but everyone knows, well, certain ones, at least in public, everyone knows I have a fetish for 1/6 scale chairs. Where that came from, don't know, as the drinker would say. I just have it. I can't, like, first of all, I have the original sideshow release of Jabba's throne room. You have the new release. It's way better. But I have the old release. Now, if you look at this, it's just going to come with the chair. But I've got the actual original Boba Fett, like the thing that comes out where he's sitting on. That's where that chair is. So I can use my old Jabba the Hutt, because one day I'll get the new one, and put this chair. Dude, I love this. I love this. I can't wait to get it. What do you think?
That's why I didn't get the repaint, because I'm getting the repaint with the throne.
So you're already gonna have the standard edition of Boba Fett because you got the 2-pack. Now what about Cable from Deadpool 2?
I don't have it on pre-order, but I'm kind of thinking I might go for it.
I ordered it. I figured it was a figure that will never get made. But they put it on pre-order, so we knew it did. I really like Deadpool 2. I like Josh Brolin as Cable. Why not?
I like the way he played it so deadpan and straight.
Yep.
I thought that was great. But yeah, I like the first Deadpool's great. The second Deadpool not as good as the first, but still funny. Yep. Still a funny film. I can smell the plastic from here coming off Venom, and it's
I know, right?
I just need to go in for a sniff. Sorry, but
that's what this show's all about. That's what we do.
So good.
That's what we do.
I just want to touch.
All right. So now we have a figure that's been released already. This is the a re-release of it. It's actually officially a Captain America Avengers Endgame figure.
Endgame. Yeah.
But this was the original Captain America Avengers figure redone. I love this costume. I loved the Captain America. And this figure with the head sculpt, I haven't got this figure yet, But this figure is, I think it's awesome. Did you order it?
Yes.
Yeah, it's so
I've
good.
ordered it from Sideshow, so I might get it next year. But yeah, I did order it.
It's so good.
from
I love this.
Sideshow.
I just love this costume.
I think it's so vibrant. It's so like patriotic and just like out. And I love that sort of thing. You know, I'm a goof for that sort of thing. And
well, we're all goof people here, on this channel.
Yeah, exactly. This is a place where we can all goof together. And he's Captain America.
Yep. Well, now, okay.
Stress that coming into the next figure.
Before I was gonna let me break it up with a super chat. The Uber Geek says he bought his first figure.
Nice.
The 6-scale Paul Atreides from Toys Wonderland, shipping in the 3rd to 4th quarter. I'll send an image once it does if you haven't bought it. Well, Uber Geek, yes, I pre-ordered that figure. Now, there's a lot of interest around that figure because it looks like it's the reformed Molecule 8. It's actually officially licensed. There's a lot of artists around it. We'll see. I think it looks terrific. I mean, I'm a huge Dune fan. Love the head sculpt. I can't wait to get it. One of the great disappointments of my life is I have, you can't see it, but I did get the Molecule 8 John Lennon figure, which I think is an amazing figure, and then they exploded. But I pre-ordered it. I think it's great. Did you order it, Az?
No.
I did. I mean, just because I love Dune. Anyway. So, but Uber Geek.
No, sorry. I'm going to. I'm 100% going to.
Yeah.
I'm absolutely going to. Yeah, because they're not just doing Paul Atreides either.
No, they're doing Gurney Halleck.
Yeah. But no, I thought it looks absolutely amazing. I was really impressed with the look of the head sculpt on that.
Yep. Oh yeah.
And I just recall just before Christmas, somebody saying, "Hey, do you think they're going to do Dune figures?" And we were like, "No."
Yeah.
And then this happened, and I just feel so happy for that person that was like, really wanting to get some news on some Dune figures. And I thought the film was great. I've seen it twice. I will see it again, probably multiple times because I really did enjoy it. Enjoyed Mr. Villeneuve's vision and I just the whole spiel about it. So yes, I will be pre-ordering. I don't at the moment, but I will be pre-ordering.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, it's great. Okay, now here we go. Controversial figure, Sam Wilson, out. By the way, even this picture right here looks right out of the cover of a Captain America comic from the
great
aughts.
Pose.
Great pose. I'm a huge fan of this
Not
costume.
Captain America though.
What do you think?
No.
Come on.
No. Look. The figure is from a sculpt perspective is beautiful. It's great.
It's so good.
But I'm not supporting identity politics and I'm not supporting a character which has failed in a comics that they had to bring back Steve Rogers, and I'm not supporting a show which was made in such bad faith. So no. And the insult, of course, is that you took the agency of a black character and you said it wasn't enough. It wasn't enough. He wasn't legitimate enough. And that is a massive insult to the character of Falcon, who I would love a Sam Wilson Falcon. I'd love a Sam Wilson Civil War Falcon. I'd love a Falcon and Winter Soldier Sam Wilson, very expensive to get hold of. I'd love one of those. I'd love to have Falcon in my collection. Cat Falcon, no. All right. It's bad faith. Bad faith, and bad faith should not get. I'm a massive hypocrite, of course, because I'm buying the Star Wars figures, aren't I? But
you know what, though?
We are humans and we are flawed, aren't we?
That's the great dichotomy of this. But you know what? Here's the thing. You're honest. I appreciate that. I'll never, ever fault you for that. Okay, on the flip side, Mr. Yorkshireman in the UK, Captain Carter, what if... First of all, I have to say, philosophically, I don't like the fact that the what if characters are animated. When Sideshow was making Clone Wars figures, they had to make a decision. And they're like, okay, we're going to make even though they're from the animated series, we're going to treat them as if they're live action. So they didn't differentiate between animation and live action. I thought philosophically that was a really interesting position to take, because they thought, they're like, okay, our collectors want to be able to put Clone Wars figures. I mean, even though the Clone Wars is an animated series, it was still canonical. So, you know, when you're talking about Luke or Vader or whatever, when you have young Anakin, he's still a flesh and blood human being. Just because the Clone Wars was animated doesn't mean. And Sideshow did make realistic characters. So, so Hot Toys decided to go the anime or the animation route. First of all, I'd ask you this. What do you think of What If? And what do you think of this Captain Carter figure? I
thought What If was a garbage show that was stuffed full of intersectional feminism and, again, virtue signaling and taking existing characters, literally race swapping them, gender swapping them. The Black Panther as Star-Lord was one of the most ridiculous things I've ever fucking seen. The way that he dealt with Thanos was so demeaning to the Infinity War saga, and also, of course, to the Infinity War comics. Again, it's something which I don't believe is made in good faith. And even though I'll try and give a little bit of justification with Star Wars. Even though the Star Wars is shat all over us in terms of where they've gone with the franchise, they haven't turned Darth Vader into a woman. Or they haven't turned Luke's, you know, they haven't done those sort of silly things. They've just sort of, this is the direction we want to go, and it's absolute bullshit, and nobody gives a shit. Okay, great. And the stuff that I'm purchasing is, for the most part, is like, you know, the Mandalorian stuff. I haven't touched the sequel stuff, won't touch the sequel stuff. But What If, I don't think is a show that was made in good faith. It's a show that could be a ton of fun. But it isn't. And again, everything just seems to be with Captain Carter to just belittle Steve Rogers. I don't understand this attack on Steve Rogers, which is coming from all sides at Marvel. Well, I mean, I do understand, but I don't want to go, you know, too much into it.
No, I know. Of course.
But it's just like, no, again, I'm not supporting this drivel. I'm not supporting stuff which I believe is done in bad faith.
By the way, perfectly legit.
I don't think the Mandalorian's made in bad faith.
No, I agree.
And you know, but I do think the sequels are made in bad faith for what they wanted to do. So I'm, you know, wouldn't get involved in those sort of purchases. If that is a very basic, you know, description of why. But the what if stuff can, apart from, I did order a Hydra mech because that's Steve Rogers.
Right. Come on, what about, dude?
Sticking it to them.
Bruh. I love Ultron. My favorite thing about What If.
Oh, that's tempting.
Was Infinity Stone Ultron. Like, to me, I've loved Ultron for a long time. I think one of the greatest disappointments of my life was in Avengers Age of Ultron. I was waiting for the moment. One of my favorite comic panels of all time, drawn by the great George Perez. There are the Avengers battered. They smash down the door to Ultron's headquarters. He's killed millions of people. And Thor's bloody, and he says, "Ultron, we would have words with thee." I thought, how do you... Joss Whedon, how do you make an Age of Ultron movie where the Avengers are fighting Ultron and you don't have him say that? Like, that that's like the May the Force... Bruh. Anyway.
Well, this is the guy that...
I know.
Over the Justice League, and...
I know.
There you go.
Anyway. So now, let's go on. I think this is going to be... so first of all, we got a little... we got, obviously, it's already out, the Captain Marvel Avengers Endgame, because this is a little dated. Already out, you know, I have to say. Now, as... I'm a Carol Danvers fan. One of my favorite comic books
Ms. Marvel.
Yes. One of my
Ms.
favorite
Marvel,
comic books
yeah.
in history is Avengers Annual 10. Written by Chris Claremont, drawn by Michael Golden.
Sure.
First appearance of
Yeah.
Rogue, where Rogue takes Carol down,
Takes her powers,
throws her into the throws her off the Brooklyn Bridge into the river. I like Captain Marvel as a character. I think this is a great.
Okay, can I ask you a question?
Yeah. Okay.
What is her character?
I don't know. I mean, here's the thing. The problem with Carol Danvers is she's been so many different things in the Marvel comic universe.
Sure.
And they've chosen one aspect of Carol Danvers, which is even controversial in the comics. And the one thing I will say, I do love the design of the costumes. And I do love the Captain Marvel. Like, look. I kind of love, as a fighter pilot, the jacket and everything, I do love. I know. I'm just saying that as a character, a costume design, I do love this figure. But I don't know. I did not order this figure. I don't know if I'll ever get it. What do you think? No? Yay? Nay?
Well, nay for me, but I think it's a better costume than the other one.
It is. That's the thing. I have to get it. So Captain Vaughn, don't you already have this?
Yes. No, Captain Vaughn is a character like a new release. Well, not new release, new pre-order. So
it hasn't come out, but it's supposed to.
Very.
Pardon me. I'm sorry. I'm missing. Yes, it's late. So Captain Vaughn, but look at that face. You know he has to lead your troops.
Well, he doesn't know. He doesn't lead them. That's Rex's job. And then we've got Jessie, and then we've got Vaughn. So that's my HQ is Ahsoka Tano, Rex, Jessie, and Vaughn.
Mm-hmm. All right.
I mean, technically, Vaughn is ahead of Jessie, but Vaughn can take care of my Ahsoka Tano troops, and Jessie can take care of my regular 501sts.
All right, I'll accept that.
Yeah. Okay. That's how that's going to go down.
What about Carnage? You already said you're going to order it.
I pre-ordered it today based off of how absolutely incredible this Venom figure is.
And again, that's March 2023. Hopefully the world will stay around long enough that we can be here to get Carnage, because I pre-ordered this figure. It looks rad.
I just want to check something because this Venom is 15 inches, like 14.96 inches or something like that.
Ladies.
Like I said 3 times. Carnage is bigger than Venom, so I want to see how big this is going to be. This is going to... Oh, Jesus wept. This is going to be 17 inches, Carnage.
My God.
So that's going to be an extra 2 inches on a 15-inch figure. That's like, that's much.
Shane Diesel size.
So
amazing.
that's a decent size. So that's going to be 17 inches, which is great because you want it to be big, slightly bigger than Venom.
Yeah. Yep. Oracle of Doom 222 says, hail to R&B, hail to Az. Just got my 6-scale Game Toys Sephiroth. It is a masterpiece, a must-have for any Final Fantasy VII fan. What do you think? Do you have that figure?
I thought I'd pre-ordered it and nothing arrived, so I need to just go through my list to see if I did pre-order it. I got the Cloud. I got the Cloud Strife, and that is insanely good. I have my Tifa as well, but that's not made by that company. That's another company. But the Sephiroth, I mean, it does look incredible. But I thought I'd pre-ordered it, so I'll have to check. If I haven't pre-ordered it, I'm gonna have to root through Comic Sanctorum or Toys Wonderland to see if it's still available. But it's quite tricky to get hold of.
Yeah, no, absolutely. But good figure though. But you're a fan.
Oh, massive! Final Fantasy is a franchise that I've loved since 1997, when I was first introduced to Final Fantasy VII, which is where Sephiroth appears. And I absolutely adored the Final Fantasy VII remake they did last year. It was incredible. So yeah, I love the characters. The Final Fantasy VII characters are just so amazing.
All right, well, let's jump in. I mean, I think this is first of all, this is interesting to me because again, we got Venom, which we already know. Your standard Venom's coming out, but a re-release of the Catwoman. By the way, their first Catwoman figure was great. Hot Toys was great. I loved it. But this diorama base, Justin Kane, I mean, he loves his diorama bases. You know, he lost his mind over this base. I understand why. But then we got Clone Trooper Jessie. You know, again, look at that figure. Look at the face sculpt. Look at that tattoo.
Yeah.
My God.
That's Jessie. Already got Venom. Don't need another Venom. Catwoman, 100%. Because I never got it first time round, so to have an opportunity and get this incredible diorama, chef's kiss.
Yeah.
Jessie, it's absolutely, Jessie's got to go into the 501st. God, that ending to the Clone Wars, jeez, man,
dude, come on. Good
so
stuff.
Incredible.
Okay, let's look at this. So we got Cyborg, Dark Trooper, and Darth Maul from the Clone Wars. I mean, I have to say, you know, as a Teen Titans fan from way back, to me, Cyborg will always and forever be a Teen Titans character.
Yes,
he was
agreed.
Always.
Agreed.
The new Teen Titans. I mean, Marv Wolfman.
Cyborg out, Martian Manhunter in. That's how it should have been.
That's how it should have been. That's how we'll get the Martian Manhunter third-party figure. But here are 3 figures that, I mean, I think, how many Dark Troopers did you order?
2.
I know, right? I only ordered 1, but I had to have one. Like, come on now.
They're great.
They're great. And this Cyborg figure looks terrific. One with
the Luke Skywalker later.
Now, what about the Clone Wars Maul?
100%.
So good, right?
Clone Wars was a great show. Absolutely brilliant show. And
I
they
agree.
Did incredible things with characters like Ahsoka Tano was. I mean, you know, I rave about Ahsoka Tano because she was a character that came on and she was unlikable. She was an unlikable character, and they saw that and they turned it into an arc, which was great. And then by the end of it, you just love Ahsoka. You're so rooted. You're so behind Ahsoka and cheering for Ahsoka to succeed. And Darth Maul was another character that they took no offense, but a character with no personality at all. Apart from his personality was his lightsaber in the Phantom Menace, and they took him and they. I know some people don't like the way that he came back, but I was okay with it.
Yeah, whatever.
And I thought they gave him so much agency, and then with his brother and and then with the whole business, which led even through to Rebels, and the end of Rebels. And Rebels wasn't great, but that scene with Obi-Wan and Darth Maul at the end of Rebels was just exceptional.
Dude, it was. And
it's like that's how Luke and Anakin should have been. That's how the Luke and Anakin fight should have been. And that's what I think. I mean, that's just my. No, it didn't have to be that. It had to be that. Go on. Sorry.
People forget.
Gosh.
No, but you're absolutely right. People forget though that Darth Maul had lines of dialogue in the trailer for the Phantom Menace that were not in the finished film. And he says, "At last we will reveal ourselves to the Jedi. At last we will have our revenge."
At last.
I'm convinced that, first of all, the design of Darth Maul, the way he acts is the highlight of Phantom Menace. those two lines of dialogue, like Boba Fett in a way, from the trailer, coupled with the way he looks, he's the same thing with Boba Fett, a character whose design is so gorgeous and so evocative, and he fires your imagination, and like in Empire, or like in Jedi, it just in Phantom Menace, he's introduced and squandered the way he is.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable that both of these characters have the same love, I think, in the fan base. They were characters that fire your imagination that were never given their due. But he was given his due in Clone Wars.
Mm-hmm. And
But
he was great. Sam Witwer, he's a great voice actor. He's a great actor in general. I like Sam Witwer a lot. And
what do you think of the figure, though?
Oh, I love it. That's brilliant. Clone War. That is perfect. To how Maul is in, and I think they've got some accessories to go with him as well. But that's just like perfect how Maul was in Clone War and Clone Wars, and yeah, I mean, he was such a shade of gray by the end of it, because he was betrayed by the Emperor, and he wasn't obviously a good guy.
Yeah.
And he was, he was torn up with vengeance about what happened with Obi-Wan, and they made him a very complex and interesting character, and this is brilliant. It looks great, looks phenomenal, will go perfectly with my Ahsoka Tano. I literally bought 4 Coruscant security guards to house him, to arrest him, because that's gonna come with like a cardboard sarcophagus of Maul inside of it. So it's gonna come with a cardboard sarcophagus. So I'm gonna have the 4 Coruscant security guards around it, 2 at the back, 2 at the front. So yeah.
I don't even know what to say to that. Because all I can say is
planning.
God bless you, sir. Amazing. That is an amazing state of events. Okay, now I'm going to skip through the next only because it's Doc Brown and Doc Brown from Back to the Future 3. It's a different thing. It's a different vibe.
By the way, Cyborg, yes, and Dark Trooper 2.
Yes. So I'll go through it in Doctor Strange, which is just a re-release. Now here,
can you just gotta scan down again? Sorry.
Oh, there we go.
Middle Doc, yes. Doctor Strange, yes.
Yeah, me too.
I didn't get the Endgame Doctor Strange though.
Oh, it's a great figure. Now,
so yeah,
I'm going to pop out for a minute and use the loo, but sure. I want you to pontificate on these figures. If I might. So please talk about these. I mean, my God, sir. Talk about building. I mean, if you could pontificate about the Bad Batch, what do you think? You might not love it, but these figures are dope or not. Fennec Shand, what do you think? I'll be right back. Give me a few seconds.
Okay. I mean, I guess I'll speak my bit, and then Rob can speak his when he gets back from emptying his bladder of urine. I'm not a watcher of the Bad Batch. I didn't gravitate towards them in the final season of the Clone Wars. However, I gotta love me some Echo, because Echo was a member of the boys, and it was awesome when Echo was actually not dead, even though he's like been tortured to pieces and whatnot. But I do like the look of the Bad Batch. I do like the look of them. So I have ordered both Echo and Hunter because they do look great. They've made them not cartoony. They've made them realistic, like they did with some of the other Clone Wars figures. So they're going to fit perfectly in again to the army. And I couldn't really get Boba Fett without Fennec Shand. I really like Maynard Wing. Yeah, I think that's right. She's great. She's awesome. She's an awesome geek legend. And I do like the aesthetic of Fennec Shand. It kind of does look like a Star Wars assassin, like the assassin from Clone Wars. So I do like her outfit a lot. Ming-Na Wen, isn't it? Ming-Na Wen. So yeah, I do like the aesthetic of it. She's gonna go with Maboba, you know, and just kind of like chill out with Maboba, and I can think of making way better stories than I think that they're putting out. You know, there won't be any Quadrophenia scooters in my story with Boba Fett and Fennec Shand, but they all look great. They're all just beautiful, crafted characters. And yeah, all three of them are on pre-order. So what can I say? I'm a sucker for this sort of thing, but I think they're also releasing some more of the Bad Batch as well. There's at least another one of the Bad Batch, which has been created in you know, just in a single at the moment to see what people think and if there's enough interest. Prototype, that's the word that I'm looking for. And I think that's gonna go up. So yes, all of them, because I'm a sucker and I know what I like. Even though I don't like the Bad Batch as a show. But I know what I like visually, and they do fit into my Star Wars universe perfectly. So yeah. How's that? The Bad Batch was so underrated, says Seth. You reckon? Ming-Na Wen is a foxy older lady. She's foxy, all right.
She is very foxy.
Yeah. For what? She's like 58? Something daft like that? She looks ridiculous. Looks incredible.
Let me just say that DJN says, hello, gents.
Hello.
Do you find specific differences between people who like customs versus third-party versus official 1/6 figures? How do you decide which customs to hop onto? It's actually a good question.
I'm not quite sure the question. Do you mean third party or?
Yeah, I mean, I think there's people who customize figures that exist. Yeah. Then there's third party companies, and then there's 6 scale. I mean, my philosophy is this: I want the best rendition of the character possible. That's what I look for. Period. And if third party people provide it, I'll buy that. If there's a customizer. It's funny, I think, do you remember when in the early days of our show, we bought some things based on what Justin told us to buy. And one of the things that I bought was, I don't remember if you got this, was the Henry Cavill black suit Superman head sculpt from Zack Snyder's Justice League that had the hair going in the right direction.
I didn't get that. I wish I had.
Oh, here it is. Nice. And the hair is swept the other direction. This is a customized figure. I think they used a Hot Toys Henry Cavill head sculpt. Now, I bought this, and it has a peg in it to put on a figure, to put on the Nightmare, you know, the Nightmare Batman and the Black Suit Superman 2-pack. And I think I bought this like close to a year ago. You know, we've been doing this show for over a year.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, and I bought it because it's more accurate than the head sculpt that Hot Toys made. So for me, if I can take a custom head sculpt and put it on a officially licensed 6 scale figure, I'll do that. Yeah, exactly. And the Damn Toys suit cost the bespoke Batman suit, you'll buy that. So what do you think? I mean, is your philosophy, you know, you want the cool, basically, don't we want the coolest shit on our shelves that we can get?
I think some of it is also that these figures should come with more accessories. Like,
I agree.
The Flash figure, you get a Batman. It comes with a Batman without cowl, so you get a Bruce Wayne head. But you get the Flash, and you don't.
Right.
You don't get him with his cowl taken off, and you don't get like a cowl with no face, so he can, be holding. See, those sort of things. I think for the price that you're paying for these items, you should be getting in. And it's great that there are companies out there that will do things like this, which at least they'll give you options to do with your figures. Like, yeah, sure, I could pose my Flash figure with the rest of the Justice League in action, and obviously they're going to be fully armored up. But some people buy multiple figures. They buy two, so they can do something else with the other figure. They can do something a bit more casual with the other figure. Yeah. I've got this Bat computer coming sometime this year, hopefully,
which is amazing,
and which is incredible. And I want Batman sat down in bat suit with Bruce Wayne head on for that, and I want Diana next to him, and I want Flash without his helmet on, because they're not going into war yet. So little things like that can make a big difference. Just having like Dam's Toys create the Bruce Wayne suit that he wears, and it's so easy for you to do the rest, because if you are posing your tactical Batman with cowl, then you have this Bruce Wayne sculpt available for you. You just get a Fison body or a different body, the various bodies that you can get.
Sure.
You get the correct one, you put the suit on it, you put the head on it, jingo bingo, you got yourself a whole new figure and a whole new dynamic that can be created with the figure. And there's a couple of people that I follow on Instagram that literally just show pictures of how they've posed their 1-in-6s, and the amount of
Young Bum. Have you seen Young Bum?
That's the one. Yeah.
Dude.
He's like, and he just does some.
He's the Rembrandt of figure posing.
So this, that sort of stuff is so great for, like, some people are like Geek today, the Geek guy who said, I bought my first figure, ordered my first figure. It's Paul Atreides.
Yeah.
And he's going to get that figure, and he's going to have, he's going to pose that figure or just put it on its stand in a, sort of like a normal position. And that's going to be that. And then other people, will buy one figure, and then they'll be like, this is great, I need to buy a couple more. And then they buy a couple more, and then they fall into the rabbit hole. And then you start thinking about, I want to be a bit more dynamic with my poses. I'm buying these figures to interact with each other. So the stands are going, and you're now thinking about other ways to pose the figures that are going to interact with each other. So these companies are awesome. They're absolutely awesome to have, because all they're doing is providing you with options to allow you to be as creative as you want. And people in this sphere, from what I've seen with following these Instagram channels and whatnot, is their creativity is, for me, I get so much enjoyment looking at their photos.
Dude, it's
and
art.
How creative they've been. It is art. It's 100% art.
It's funny. As kids, we collected action figures and made up our own stories in our heads. But I feel it's so funny because people sometimes laugh at me for doing this channel and pontificating. I mean, everyone knows I've loved action figures my whole life. And I've tried to explain to people, like, now the tableaus that we can create in our Maji cases or whatever are literally physical manifestations of our own imagination. Like how we see these characters, and when we pose them, I like action poses, and when you put 2 or 3 or 4 or hopefully 25 characters together in a scene, you're creating a great action figure tableau should elicit some kind of an emotional response in your whoever's coming to your house. Like, people should be like, dude, that's cool. They should feel something, and the reason why people, when I see third-party figures or customizers, to me, it's an extension of that kind of creativity. It's something that we love, and I find it very, in a way, uplifting. Some people have to take, like, Zooloft or whatever they're on. I'm like, I go to Young Bum's Instagram page and I look at what he's doing. I'm like, that's awesome.
And we got our own Andy Masterson, and Andy Masterson has created bespoke 1-in-6s of Oz.
Dude.
And he's created various props to go around that, and we got zombie versions of us and all of this kind of stuff. And that's just creativity, and it's wonderful to see that creativity. And you and I were gushing a few weeks ago about the Squid Game figures that somebody had created, and it was just like, I need that, please, where can I get me need now?
Yeah, and it just reinforces, I mean, look, to love pop culture and all this, it's all about the imagination. It lives in your head. And if this stuff doesn't put a smile on your face, as well it should, because it's it's people celebrating the creativity of people. It's like a creative closed loop. And it's amazing. I love it. Now, I know we're over 2 hours now. We should think about wrapping up the show soon, but I gotta ask you, because I mean, we're up here to a figure I never thought I'd see. I know you already expressed your ideas about What If, but one of my favorite thing in the What If series was Infinity Ultron, coming out in December. Ultron with the Infinity Stones built into him. I look at this figure. It checks for me all my boxes. Japanese diecast warriors, super robots are real robots. Ultron himself, the Infinity Stones, and you know what? Even if I knew nothing about the MCU, I would buy this figure and just say, "Look at this cool robot." As I have to say, this is just a cool light-up robot. I have to have this. So what do you think of these three things? I mean, weird Iron Man. I mean, they can't stay away from Iron Man. I have to say, I had the original plastic version of the Iron Man, the Mark V, but this diecast I didn't get. I gotta have this diecast.
If it's a full suit of the Mark V,
yeah, it is.
I'm in.
Right.
I don't want the suit. There it is. Yeah. I don't want the suit up version. I like the suit up version, but that's just that's a rabbit hole into it.
But that's a moment in time. I want a figure I can pose, Yeah.
But it's also like, it's the rabbit hole in itself is getting the various marks of the iron suits. Never mind having the rabbit suit within the rabbit suit, rabbit hole within the rabbit hole. But I didn't realize that you could just get the Mark V on its Billy. So, I am definitely going to pre-order that. If it's
diecast.
It is. Yeah. So that's diecast. So that's going to be an absolute. Yeah, that's going to be a big thumbs up for me. Ultron, I haven't. It does look cool because it's obviously how Ultron should have been. In as much as if he had succeeded, it's the Vision suit, it's the Vision with the Ultron armor around it, because that's what he was actually trying to do in Age of Ultron. So it does look cool, but I don't know. I got a feeling it'll probably be a pass.
All right, you're wrong, but okay. You can't tell another collector what they should and shouldn't buy. So I would never do that. I would never do that.
You can. We do it all the time. But
there's a bunch of Iron Man reissues and things. I'm just going to zip. You know what? I'll tell you what. I will stop looking at these because we're going on for a long time. Let's just finish up the supery duperies quickly. And then, this has been a very successful, I think, episode of this show.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Gee, time's just... Boom.
Dude, I know. So hang on. I
thought we've been going for an hour. I'm thinking to myself, why is Rob stopping after an hour? Is he going to do something? Oh, no, it's 2 hours. Okay. All right.
Yeah. So, and we haven't got to the super chat yet.
No.
So our man Bob Dylan. So I don't know if you've seen the new Morgan's Workshop. This is a company that is taking die-cast Hot Toys figures and turning them in. They rework the innards, so no more batteries. It's
Oh.
LEDs, and you plug in, USB plugins, and you have one. You hit one touch thing, and everything lights up. Dude, Justin showed me this shit. It's incredible. So Bob Dylan says, just wait until Morgan's Workshop issues a wireless, touch-activated version of the Iron Patriot.
Oh my
It will blow your minds. And they put in lights that are brighter. Justin took this out and showed it to me. I was blown away. So for those of you who don't know, if you buy a $400 Hot Toys die-cast Iron Man figure, you have to put 18,000 different watch batteries into it. And then you have to hit different switches for each section of the figure to light up, which seems in this day and age...
And they burn out really quickly.
And they last for like 5 minutes. So there's a company called Morgan's Workshop that will, or is going to... They're buying figures and they're selling them. Look, they're very pricey. You're talking like, let's say Iron Patriot's $800.
Mm-hmm.
But would you buy an $800 Iron Patriot that had a USB connection and you could put your finger on it and the entire figure would light up?
Yeah.
Me too. I would too. Yeah.
Especially the Iron Patriot from, look at this guy!
Dude.
Look at this guy!
I mean, that's one of the great Hot Toys figures of all time.
It's incredible.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know we had to wait a bit longer for it, but my God, was the wait worth it? Because this is obscene.
Bruh.
Obscene.
Look at that. So good. And the thing is, I can tell you, when you pick it up, you can't stop touching. You just want to keep posing.
I know.
I know.
I know. I just want to do all kinds of things to it. It's just, but it's like it's chunk,
dude. Chunky.
It's heavy. It's got substance to it.
My God.
The little details are just great. The little bits of distress are just great.
The book of Brad Pitt says, would you guys get 1/6 scale figures of Boba Fett's Power Rangers from the recent episode? I would have to say no. I would.
What the fuck are they doing quadrophenia on bloody Boba Fett for, man?
First of all, you can't have really pretty, nice motorcycles in a desert environment.
Well,
like,
somebody said that these people are meant to be like complaining because they're broke and there's no jobs, and so Boba offers them work, and they're there with their fucking sparkly fucking customized Vespas. It's just like, oh, piss off.
Mm-hmm.
And they're pristine press suits and
and they're how much did it cost to have them surgically altered? I don't know. 6 scale Mafia
they're wasting the money.
So bad. 6 scale Mafia did say Rob's EMH is on the way. As we should talk, I'll hook you guys up.
I need to, dude. If you're on Twitter, can you at me on Twitter, and I'm gonna follow you, and then we can talk.
Yeah.
Or email me, and we will talk.
Please do so, sir.
But
Superhero Displays, our friend Superhero Display says, the dynamic duo returns. As my business company collapsed, I'm sorry about that, and I can't get you the cases, I want to send you gifts to replace the cases I was eventually going to send you. As I've asked Rob his, I would love to know Az's ultimate grail of grails. What are your ultimate grail 6 scale figure?
I don't know. Honestly, it's like, I don't know, because there's so many beauties, and then you think, oh, I love this figure, and then something comes in like Iron Patriot, and you're just like, holy crap, this one's just like, and then Venom comes, and you're like, oh my God. I honestly, off the top of my head, probably say I don't know. They say what your gut thinks. My gut says Peter. I know.
Be careful what you wish for.
I don't know.
You got to give an answer. You never know.
I would say either because the RoboCop was so good.
So good.
Either a T2, a T800.
The DX. By the way, the DX. Not to say that I just don't want to flex, but it is right over there. I'm just saying. Yes, the DX T800 is a great figure.
Or Peter Cushing, Grand Moff Tarkin.
Ooh, that 2-pack right over there. By the way, great figure.
Yeah, which again,
by the way,
you've got,
comes with a chair. Just saying.
Which comes with a chair, Flexi boy.
So they got superhero displays. There it is.
But it's so tough. It's so tough to answer that question. Like,
stuff. It changes every day too.
Yeah. Batman Returns, Batman. I
didn't get that 2-pack. I should have.
I am so pissed off I didn't get that Batman Returns
I am
2-pack.
too, and I'm like, what was I thinking? That was dumb. It was dumb. I wanted that Michael Keaton.
Michael Keaton, and I wanted that. I love that Batman Returns outfit.
I do too. Why I didn't get that 2-pack? That was a mistake. Because you know what? I now have, in addition to my action figure chair fetish, I do like my bespoke 6-scale. I've got the Armory, the Batman Armory with the Christian Bale in a suit. Because of the damn toys or the pop toys, whichever I get first, I'll have the Ben Affleck in a suit, and I didn't get the Michael Keaton in the suit. I would love to have had that. But Uber Geek says, I'd rather a Captain Britain than a Captain Carter. I love Captain Britain. I would love, he's never appeared in the MCU. I'd love somebody to do that. It would be great.
Henry Cavill. If he can't be Superman, if they're going to waste him in there, bring him over and be Captain Britain.
Bob Dylan sends in a super chat. My man, Bob Dylan, shout out to you. I will always thank you. Armored Batman, thank you so much. Bob Dylan says, please show as the 7cc Lady Marvel figure. That is the Carol Danvers as Miss Marvel figure, which is great.
Oh, in the black with the sash?
Yeah.
I've seen it. I nearly pulled the trigger on it. I didn't, but I nearly pulled the trigger on it.
It's really good. It's good.
Because that's when people liked Carol Danvers.
Yeah.
Before she became Carl Manvers.
Oh, man. Okay. I know. So Bob hasn't seen it. Bob goes on to say, Filoni saved the prequels. Favreau saved Star Wars. Well, that's actually pretty astute, I would say so. I mean, I have much more affection for the prequels. But I have to say this, the Boba Fett series, I've said this, it is so schizophrenic for me. I watch it and I've never seen something that I love and hate from moment to moment like I do this show, and it frustrates. It's really the Book of Boba Fett. If there's one thing that has ever been created that we should all love, it's the Book of Boba Fett, and I find myself on a moment to moment basis loving and hating it at the same time, which makes me want to jump out a window, and I don't like that. I don't want to jump out a window.
No, I don't want to jump out a window.
I don't.
I'm not a huge prequels fan.
Me neither. Is anyone?
No. There are some. I know some. I like conceptually. I think there's some decent ideas there.
Sure.
I think the execution is pretty awful for the most part. But the Clone Wars takes that concept and it does great things with
That's the thing. Yes, it really does.
So it's kind of frustrating because you think to yourself, come on, George. Either if somebody was there to if somebody was, had the balls enough, they'd probably get fired, mine, but if they had the balls enough to say, George, this is, you got some ideas here, but this is fucking shit.
Yeah,
and this is we can take this idea and do this and take this idea and do that. And actually if they'd done that, then we could have had the Clone Wars as the prequels. And if we had like the Clone War kind of like saga going over 3 films as the prequels, then they could have been just as loved as the OGs, because there's some really good ideas, and you would have utilized the characters much better.
Yeah.
But that's not what happened. But it's the same instance, still got the Clone Wars, and it was great. They were great. It was really good.
Really good. S Beam says, I've got the King of Khalasar coming this weekend, along with these 7-inch Princess Bride figures. It would be cool if someone like X06 could finish the PB line in 1/6 scale. What is the PB line? What am I missing there?
Princess Bride.
Oh, okay. There you go. I'm an idiot. There you go. Yeah. Well, I look. I would love. The problem is who buys them, and I think that this has always been a problem with Hot Toys. I mean, no one bought the Eric Draven, the Crow figure, or the RoboCop figures did not sell well. So Hot Toys is like, okay, well, we're only going to concentrate on Marvel, DC, and Star Wars. I mean, Hot Toys made a great Vito Corleone figure. It was great. I love that figure. The box, it was so great. And then, it sold out, but they didn't have a lot of pre-orders or whatever, so they're not going to do. I mean, it's a bummer. But it depends on who buys what. I think that you have to think let me ask you, what's a Grail figure for you that is not, you know what? You'd get this because you're a Yorkshire man. I would love a 2-pack of With Nail and I.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
Paul McGann and Richard E. Grant.
Yeah.
I mean, if I could get as a matter of fact, perhaps that should be on this show. I should get some money. We should get a license from Handmade Films or whatever, and we should produce a With Nail and I 2-pack for the 8 people that would buy that.
Well, I would have 2 Grail figures, much like Whitnell and I take it. I would have the Azrael Batman. That would be just, God.
An Arkham version or a comic version?
No, well, the comic version, but realistic.
Yeah,
so
okay.
it would be a realistic. And as you know, dude, Grail figures to me, prisoner figures.
Well, we are
Patrick
getting
McGowan,
little ones.
We are getting little ones, yeah, but 1 in 6. We're talking 1 in 6 figures here, aren't we?
Dude,
so one in 6 prisoner figures would just be 2-pack of 6 in his black suit, and then in his village outfit.
Wouldn't it be cool? I think one of the goals for me for a show like this is that you and I should have an action figure company. If we could have some kind of investment, maybe we could get somebody to give us some money, and we could find, Justin could help us out, find artists. I would.
What's licensing's the issue?
Dude, there's no it's third party, bro. We're third party. Come on.
Okay.
What I'm talking about is, or depending on the people I could find, we go to ITV, and we do the people that crowdfunded or whatever.
Yeah.
How great would it be to do a 6-scale 2-pack of number 6 and Leo McKern's
and
number
Leo
2?
McKern
With multiple head sculpts and multiple clothing swaps. So you could go from Chimes of Big Ben to Fallout or whatever.
Umbrella, little things like that.
How cool would it be if you and I?
That would be a dream.
Just if that's
dream.
all we ever released.
Oh,
was a 2-pack of number 6 and Leo McKern.
You tell that to 15, 16-year-old me, I'd be in fucking tears.
Well, I think we should throw it out. I mean, all that. Look, it's just a question of money. We people well, what about all that super chat and tip money? But listen, no, finding bodies and manufacturing things, it's not cheap. It's not cheap.
Yeah.
And we're just a YouTube channel talking about action figures with, right now we have 381 people watching. Well, I would say How cool would it be if you and I could start, like, even if we only released one figure? How cool would it be if you and I did a number 6 and a Leo McKern?
Beautiful.
That'd be pretty dope. I mean,
Beautiful.
what a fun thing to have to do. I'm thinking, why not? Like, I've always been of the opinion, let's just make shit up and do it. Like, why not? I'll look into this. We should look into this. It would be fun.
Could be interesting.
It could be interesting. It'd be fun. Athenon sends in an incredibly generous super chat. Thank $100. Athenon,
Damn.
Thank you so very much. Athenon says, it's been a rough year so far.
Damn, we're 12 days in, dude.
but you and Az make it better.
Aw.
Thanks for all the good content and keep up the great work. What will make it even better? A good hot dog.
Oh, for you, sir.
Make it good.
No problem.
Come on.
Hot dog.
Come on, dude. Did you ever do musical theater? I mean, that's incredible.
No, never. No.
God damn it. Athenon says, hail all. Athenon, you know what? I want to thank you for that. And listen, man, if you ever want to just chat, reach out, slide into my DMs. We can chat.
Ooh.
You know, if you ever need, if you, anyway.
Yeah,
I mean that, by the way.
crossed things pick up, dude. Because
Yeah, man.
we're less than 2 weeks into the new year, so I hope things definitely pick up.
Yeah, and if not, you know, before they get too bad, slide in my DMs. You know, if you want me, seriously, I mean that. I mean, a lot of people do. If you want to have a chat or whatever, give me a call.
Yano, Doctor Who season 3. You are not alone.
That's right. That is exactly right. And by the way, if you're watching this show, you are part of our tribe.
Yeah, baby.
DJN sends in a super chat and says, I'm finding some right snobbery with some people that claim superiority of customs or official merch. I find third-party people overall cool all the way around. Okay, first of all, one, if you're getting snobby about action figures, that's your first mistake. You shouldn't.
Dude, people in glass houses.
Yeah, I mean, come on now. Here's the thing. I look at it this way.
We've just got a whole fucking 1 in 6 war starting here.
Well, and it should be. It should
we're
be.
We're preaching right now. Okay.
But no, I look.
There's
not a lot of.
Episode, hasn't it?
I do think that first of all, people that make custom figures, they're artists. They're people that aren't satisfied with what they've been given, and that is anyone who's doing custom figures. They are artists. They deserve to be supported like any artists do. They're doing. I mean, if somebody decides to apply their creativity to the 6-scale format, God bless them. They're doing it not just to. You're never going to get rich. They're doing it out of love.
Oh, it's love and passion. That's what it is.
Yeah, which is great. Now, third-party figures is an extension of that. Yeah, they want to, like, at least make some money, but they still love it. They're not, look, dude, no one's being like, have I ever said to you, dude, I have a money-making scheme. What we should do is start a third-party action figure company and sell unlicensed product. I'm thinking it should be Sean Connery from Zardoz.
Yeah,
naked.
baby.
I want to do that figure. And you would not be like, oh, Rob, that's exactly what we should make. It's a money-making choice. It's not going to happen. But
no,
I might be able to pull your chain enough to be like, come on, man. You love Zardoz, don't you? You'll be like, no, I don't. But if that's what you want to do, you should.
No, what we would do, realistically, what we do is what we've just done here. It'd be like, hey, I really like Zardoz. Let's do a Zardoz figure. And I'd say, Rob, a Zardoz figure is never going to sell. Okay? Ever. Right? So I like your idea of doing something with a figure. What should we do? What do we both love? Well, we both love the prisoner, don't we? What about if we did a 2-pack with number 6 and Leo McKern, and then you know, that's where you kind of go, and
yeah,
then you got something more tangible. The positive thing from that would be that the miniature figures got crowdfunded.
they did.
So
and they had to get a license, didn't they? Were licensed, right?
Yeah, these are licensed.
These are licensed figures.
So they had to make either get an agreement with ITV or the estate of whoever owns the license for the prisoner, which I still think is ITV. And then work some sort of deal. We're going to crowdfund. So obviously, money wise, it's going to be fluctuating as to what we do. If we don't make this amount because this is what's needed to actually create the figure, then we can't do it at all. But if we get over this, then we could give you X amount depending on how much you want, and then we would maybe make a couple of bucks for ourselves. But to have that actually fulfilled and done, and that 2-pack created and come out and shipped would be unbelievable, just unbelievable.
Well, I mean, I think that I think this should be a stated goal of our collaboration. Started out as a prisoner review show, which morphed into this. We still have 3 more episodes to go on Squid Game. But I think that why shouldn't we do this? And I actually know some people that might be able to help us out with this. And I don't know. I have no idea what it would take. The key would be, first of all, we would want X06 tailoring quality. We would want the best head sculpts, and we would want the best accessories. And a box, by the way, a 2-pack box, because I think it should be a 2-pack. Because if we're gonna make figures, why not go balls out and make it deluxe? The magnetic flap should be, it should be the interior of number 2's office, maybe, when he's standing out in front with maybe, and one of perhaps we should have the butler come as an accessory with the breakfast. It should be the scene when he goes to see. Oh, that's not Leo McKern though. We can't do that. When he first goes to the Green Dome, we can't do it.
Well, he does. He because Leo McKern gets his file because he says to you, "Do you take sugar?" And then he doesn't answer. He's just like, because he's trying to get him to.
But that's the first number 2. That's not Leo McKern though.
But doesn't Leo McKern pick up the file and start going through stuff as well, saying?
I don't. I think it's. I don't know. We should find out. We should find out.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, that should be a 2022 goal.
But to kind of wax lyrical, the negative. When I say negative side is 2-pack in itself would be very expensive.
Yeah.
So and when something gets to a certain amount of money, like it's when I say it's easy, I'm not trying to disrespect anyone's financial position here, but it's easy to buy a miniature figure of the prisoner for £20.
Right.
It's very difficult. It's very different to say, hey, we're doing a 2-pack, and these are custom made in a limited amount, so we've had to go through this, and this 2-pack's going to be £650. Okay.
No. I think because remember.
But I'm
I think our goal should be $299 American dollars.
That's never gonna happen, dude. You are living in a.
No, I'm telling you, because our characters are just wearing cloth suits.
It's you don't get it. That is, you are never ever gonna fulfill, distribute, purchase, get 2 figures.
Well, okay. Let's make the retail. Let's up it. Let's make it $399.
Yeah, well, I think
but you have that's not shipping.
Minimum.
You have to pay for shipping, international shipping.
I think $4.99 absolute minimum. But these are the things which you see we would find out once we make, and we would actually get but then you got to have a fulfillment center as well.
Well, no, that's something else. That's an addition. You have to pay shipping, whatever. I mean, I don't know. I have no idea.
Yeah, but you got to, whoever's doing the fulfillment who's going to do the fulfillment? That's going to cost money.
I don't know.
Yeah. So.
And it's a big box. Who are we gonna,
It's a big box.
It's a big box.
Big box. Damages, failed deliveries.
Oh man, why do you have to shatter my dreams, man?
Why
do you have to Why are you so goddamn pragmatic? But you're right.
These are the things. These are the challenges. These are the challenges which obviously need to be conquered.
It's true. It's true. My God, Andrew Matthews says Toshiro Mifune in Shogun on Dice. Look, man, as you know, right behind me, I've got my shelf of samurai. I can't wait to get my Ghosts of Tsushima figure too. I love my samurai warriors. I'd like Blackthorn and Toshiro Mifune from Shogun. Oh. Man-O-War 665, neighbor of the beast, sends in a chat and says, "So kind of the two of you, tipping your hands so heavily right out of the gate." Guerrilla warfare.
You have no idea. You have no idea.
Guerrilla warfare, however, is not conducted on blast, but you'll learn. Hey, listen, I would consider Man-O-War 665, Neighbor of the Beast, as the commander-in-chief of the armies of the 12th scale, whatever armies they can muster. I would consider him the leader of the pack. He is the Maximus of the gladiator arena. So Man-O-War 665, Neighbor of the Beast, if you're going to talk smack, I mean, if that's what you're going to do, if you're going to talk that smack, muster your armies.
Smack.
Just,
yeah.
I mean,
talk is cheap, dude. Just fucking bring it.
Just bring it. Send me a story. Sing us a Klingon opera of your 6 scale, like whatever you think you're gonna do to us. That's okay. Shakespeare. Give me your 12th scale Klingon. Henry V. In 12th scale, I see it as this: "Oh, we few, we happy few, we band of brothers." You know what they say in 6th scale? They say, "We few, we happy few, we band of brothers." Your 12th scale, you don't have enough air in the lungs of your figures to even speak up to us. But you try. Go right ahead. We'll see. I put that up to you. Oh, my God.
Might die.
The Uber Geek says, "If you set up a company, make me my Babylon 5 figures. I want me a Jakar and a Londo and a Kosh and everyone." Well, Uber Geek, there are Babylon 5 figures. They're not very good. They're not very good. I agree with you. I would love, it was some weird like executive replicas, but it wasn't that company. And they came in these weird blister packs and they made, they're just not good. They're like the same size as the 9-inch Playmates figures, are like Mego scale. But they did make a few. They didn't make a good Kosh, but they made a Londo and a Jakar. And they're not great, but they are something. I think a great line of Babylon 5 6 scale figures would be great. As you recently discovered Babylon 5 recently, right?
Yeah. I haven't finished it. Like season 3, episode 17 or something in.
Season 3 and up to the middle of season 4 is incredible.
It's the whole thing's the first season was like, okay. But second season on, it's been woof.
Yeah, it just keeps getting better. Well, listen, we have done,
and it's coming back to the CW.
Oh, I know. What the hell? What? Well, listen, my friend. Our first episode of 2022. We've been going on for 2.5 hours. We're done with the super. Oh! Look who shows up with a.
Hey!
super chat at the end. Martino Simone. Apparently, he was unaware of how we opened this episode.
Ooh. Yeah,
Well,
but
Martino.
The message in the super chat is quite delicious.
Martino says Martino Simone is like he's the patron saint of Fully Articulated. Martino says, "Oops, I'm late.
I did it.
I was cleaning the 1982 Castle Grayskull."
Nice.
Martino Simone, all I have is a screwdriver here, but he has the power.
Martino, we played the Playmobil at the beginning of the episode, dude.
We did, man. We talked about you. We waxed rhapsodic about your generous support of these channels. We talked about the A-Team and the Aston Martin DB5, so thank you. I don't know why you were playing with Castle Grayskull from 82.
That sounds awesome.
It does. It does, actually.
I'd love to have the old school He-Man figures.
True.
Shit.
They were good. Well, I think it's time to bring this stream to an end.
So now the end is near.
I first want to thank my blue wrenches. We've got Joshua Levesque, Brian Hepburn, Lord Tough. I think Louise X Sparrow might be here. I don't know. But the three of you gents, I want to thank you for being here.
I saw Purple Valkyrie earlier.
Oh, yes. Purple Valkyrie was here earlier. My God, thank you, Purple Valkyrie. I haven't talked to her in a while. I hope she's having a good year, too. I am a big fan of hers.
I talked to her on Monday.
How is she? She good?
Because I did a stream with her. Yeah, she's doing good.
You know what? I love her voice. We in America don't have the
Birmingham voice.
We don't have those voices, but thank you.
Birmingham.
We don't. I want to thank everyone for supporting the channel via super chats and tips. And if you want to become a member, we are having a member chat this Saturday.
You know where the money goes, folks.
A lot to talk about.
You know where it goes.
Yeah, I know. It's all right here. If you want to understand, how do you support the channel? Well, yes. And then you see we convert it into plastic. Some people convert it into Bitcoin. Some people do it into real estate. We convert everything into plastic. I don't know what that means. But anyway, I want to thank my beautiful, favorite Yorkshireman, as Hot Toys himself. It's good to see you again, sir.
Pleasure, sir.
Hopefully
awesome
another great
episode.
year. And by the way, we now have the scale wars have begun. I expect all of you people to send in pictures. You have to send in pictures and your stories detailing. It's like Band of Brothers, but with action figures. You got to tell me what stories, what happened. Send me the pictures. I have a lot of people's pictures that I'm going to show. So, and I want to thank Martino Simone to not just being a great a patron saint of the channel. He's now a filmmaker. He's done some. If you watch that video, go back again and watch the opening of this show. He did some pretty cool stuff.
I absolutely adored the end credits when the figures were positioned in like different episodes.
Oh my God. And the names too.
Yeah, there was some great stuff in there. So that attention to detail, little attentions to detail, just make things so much better.
So much better. Well, as next week we will be on your channel, Hot Toys. Now, let me ask you this. You know, my schedule's changed. Are we ever going to finish the Squid Game review?
I don't know. We're going to have to try and maybe just go through 7, 8, 9.
Weekends, maybe? Can we do it on Saturday or Sunday?
Maybe. I think we should probably just do a finish-off show, though.
All right.
And just do 7, 8, 9.
All right. I'm with that. I can't do it tomorrow, though.
No, I can't do it tomorrow, and I can't do it Friday, and I can't do it this weekend.
Because if we don't finish it, then it will be like other people that never finished the job.
Yes.
Leaving people like, wait, you're not going to satisfy me? You're done?
Well, that's pretty much my sex life. I'm done. I'm finished. I'm good. Night. Not going to satisfy me? I'm trying to sleep.
Oh, man.
You still talking? Jeez. Have some consideration. For a man, a hard-working man.
My God.
What?
And on that note, everyone needs to find their own hot toys. The internet is really good for that.
Yes.
And on that note, I want to say, remember, every person you meet has a story to tell that you have yet to hear. And all you have to do is listen. Where can people find you online?
You can find me here on YouTube, Heel versus Babyface. Please subscribe. I'm pushing towards 300,000 subscribers. So,
Oh my God!
if you haven't subscribed to my
I just
YouTube
crossed
channel,
45,000 today.
yeah, baby. There you go. 90, 135.
I yeah.
Okay, little, you got okay.
I mean, talk about small. I'm now small. You're like,
I'm growing.
I'm a
Ladies.
shower.
And please follow my Instagram, heel_VS versus _ Babyface. And on Twit, which I might leave very soon because I'm just done with that fucking place. Hot toys.
Indeed. Well, anyway, another great stream. Thank you so much. A very happy
Thank
New
you.
Year. I'm so happy.
And you.
You look well. All good. I mean, my God, is this our second year? I think kind of is. Like third year. I mean,
Well,
my
technically,
God.
we started streaming together in 2020.
Wow.
We did that. I think that's when the prisoner stuff started coming out.
Yeah, we should write a book, Love in the Time of Corona. A guide to action figures.
My Corona.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, we were doing 6 of 1 in 2020, man.
Wow, man. Wow.
So yeah, this is technically we're into our third year.
Well, the next time I see you, I just want to point out that the animated series I worked on, Dota, Dragon's Blood, Season 2, drops the 18th on Netflix. And it's bonkers. So, there you go. There's my bona fides. So, yeah. And on that note, good sir, I think it's time to say good night, sleep tight,
Farewell.
and pleasant dreams to you. Adios for a while. And I don't remember whatever Lawrence Welk said at the end of his show. But there you go. On that note, gentlemen, ladies, kind souls, gentle beings, however you identify across the 28 known galaxies, Jor-El was right. And those Kryptonian elders were fucked.
Wow.